About to go in my bed and sleep, folks. It's nighttime. It's late. I'm going to sleep. But before I do that, talk about two things. So the first one is Dillian Whyte being cleared by Vada, which is really cool. The last set of readings, results for readings came out sometime July, something like that. So Dillian Whyte has been cleared by Vada. But again, it was the UCAD that actually detected the sample. I told you Vada had done their own thing separately. Dillian Whyte had hired Vada because we were fighting for a WBC title. So the WBC is probably going to bring Dillian Whyte in, have a hearing with him, find out more details, and then from there, if he's cleared by the WBC, then he'll get back his interim title, hopefully, and that'll be that. Jackson Opal says Canelo Andre talks are happening now. Of course, his IBF title was stripped. Yep. Allegedly, yeah, I heard so. Yep. So he'll be facing Demetrius Andrade probably, which would be good. And like I said, the setup will be where it looks like Golovkin can have a chance at a belt. So it kind of works out. It works out in the end. I know that some people are saying how, and it's bullshit, that he was stripped of the WBC title. That is such fucking ass bullshit. Okay, so anybody telling you he was stripped out, don't forget to hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Ain't taking nothing to hit the like button. If you guys gonna watch my videos and you like what you see, just hit the like button, please. Thank you. Yeah, so if he has not been stripped, first of all, of the WBC title. He was elevated to franchise champion. So I'm listening to some of these guys say erroneous shit, as usual. These black channels, man. Boxing Ego is the guy that said that. He's full of shit. Canelo wasn't stripped of anything. Okay? Talking about he's stripped of 2 belts. That's erroneous. Please get your information and facts right. Furthermore, all of those black channels and black guys who for some reason feel that Canelo can't fight for unifications with the WBC belt. He's elevated to franchise champion. Anybody talking bullshit know that the franchise champion is just like the super champion. Okay? Just like the super champion, franchise champion unifies. It's the so-called WBC champion or regular champion who is not going to be doing that. So Charlo can't do no fucking unification. Alright? Canelo can. Which is why he's going to be unifying with Demetrius Andrade to get 3 belts. But if he does, we'll see if the negotiations go through. I don't see why not. And if he does, unfortunately for Demetrius Andrade, he's not going to be fighting for the undisputed. Yeah, but GGG will have the opportunity to get an IBF title, and so if Canelo faces GGG next year, he'll be facing for the undisputed title. But what Demetrius Andrade can do is he can fight for unification of those titles. The stakes are still high because if he can win, not only does he gather Canelo's fan base, but also he can get a fight with Triple G. So not only does he get a fight with Canelo, he gets a fight with Triple G. Doesn't sound too bad. Of course, Canelo can make history. There's a couple of things that I think would make this fight historic. First one would be that Canelo would be the first Mexican fighter in the history of boxing at middleweight to have won against all of the belt titles. All 4 belt titles. Well, it'll be 5. No, it's 4. Okay, he would have literally held on to all the belts as well in the division, even though not all simultaneously, only because of stupid rules by the IBF. So he would have been stripped of the IBF title. So that he would make history, definitely, by facing Demetrius Andrade. And while it will not be an undisputed fight, it'll be very close to being it. Once the fucking IBF doesn't have no more mandatories, Canelo versus GGG should be next after this fight. So the Zone's going to get their mega fight that they want, and then they'll get all their subscribers and everything. And then, like I said before, if they both feature on the same card on the same night, that'll be even better. So, I mean, they should be shooting for, Canelo should be shooting to try and get Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade shouldn't be an asshole and overprice himself. I hope that he, hope they negotiate good negotiations with Canelo. The Derevyanchenko fight will need someone to face him, and I think that someone should be Triple G. And I think Jamal Charlo, I think his dance partner is going to be, or I hope will be, Danny Jacobs. And I'll take care of the middleweight division as it stands. Billy Joe Saunders is not in the middleweight division. He's at 168, so I don't know what he's going to do. But those are good fights. Andre could always have Billy Joe Saunders fight after the Canelo fight. So this is what I think should happen. I think the timing of everything is perfect as well. It's up to Canelo. If he wants to make that fight happen, it's up to Triple G to see if he can make the Derevyanchenko fight happen. Like I said, these are very compelling fights. Very compelling fights. In which there's not much difference between the opponents and the former champions or the champions. There's not much difference. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be competitive. So we'll see how things pan out. And if we'll get that Canelo or Triple G fight or what. Don't forget to smash the like button, people. Please smash the like button. I need to go in my bed and sleep. I'm actually sitting down here ready to go to sleep. As you can see, the lights are off. I'm shutting down after this. Two other things I want to talk to you guys about, so let me get to them. The first one is Pernell Whitaker. And they ranking Pernell Whitaker in all time. And, it was an article that was done on BoxingScene.com. You can always go check it out on Boxing Scene, where Whitaker is ranked very highly. So, that's awesome. Jackson Opal says Derevyanchenko isn't going to beat GGG stylistically. It's not a great matchup unless GGG ages. I think that's the thing. We don't know if GGG has aged. You see, that's the good point about it, Jackson Hopeful. So, it's a compelling fight, trust me. And he's beaten GGG in the amateurs. Derevyanchenko has beaten GGG in the amateurs. So it should be a good fight. Jackson Opal says, quotes, Canelo's going to cherry pick Demetrius Andrade in order to duck Deontay Wilder. Says the LDBC. Y'all guys just be fucking clowning on this thing right now. You got me laughing though. You got my attention. Don't forget to smash the like button. Peoples. Fernando Montero. What state you in late out there? Oh man, I'm in the Caribbean, so it's gonna be Atlantic time. Atlantic Standard Time. Sorry. In the Caribbean. I'm in the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. It's beautiful. It's beautiful down here. But I am very, very sleepy right now. But I just wanted to do that. So there's a couple other things I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, Dillian Whyte. It's been cleared by Vada. So apparently he passed all the Vada tests. It was UCAD that found something. And that's why they brought him in. Which is why he had to give explanation for whatever it was. So Poobie Strong says, why is Canelo ducking GGG? Is he scared of losing again? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? He ain't scared of ducking GGG. We've seen that fight like twice. And we probably, if things all work out well, and GGG faces Derevyanchenko and Canelo faces Demetrius Andrade, we're definitely not going to see that next May. What are you talking about, man? So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah. Dillian Whyte was cleared by Vada. That's now news. Thank you for smashing that like button, peoples. Keep on smashing that like button. Encourage people to smash that like button. Jackson Opal says, why does he need to face GGG again? And he have to have a reason. If GGG gets a belt, which is now open up for him to get an IBF belt, if he gets the IBF belt and Canelo gets the WBO belt, now Canelo has 3, GGG has 1, they can do the undisputed thing. So that's like we talked about in the other video. But anyway, let me just get back to what I was saying. So, Dillian Whyte, cleared by Vada, right? Apparently, it's only UCAD that found something, and they wanted clarification, so they got it from Canelo. Thank you for smashing that like button, peoples. Anybody who's new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. I will be able to give you guys donation stuff later on, where to donate and all that. Oh, shit. My stomach wants to reflux. Okay, so, getting back to the point. Dillian Whyte, cleared by Vada. It's not over. He still has to go and answer to the WBC. So he'll be doing that. I guess whatever he said to UCAD is the same thing he's going to say to the WBC. Whatever that was. I guess he'll also have to give the information of what happened in UCAD as well. If the WBC and UCAD were linked together, this would not be an issue, but they are not. So the WBC has carried out its own investigation, run through that process. I do believe Dillian Whyte's name will be cleared. I don't know if he'll have to fight for the interim title again, or if they'll just reinstate him as interim champion. We will have to see. But I do think that if he can get through this last process with the WBC and be cleared of that, I think he basically should be okay to tell us the details of what really actually transpired, legally speaking. I know there's a case between Rivas and himself in terms, I think it's Rivas and his promoter, which is stupid. Rivas is trying to sue Eddie Hearn, and I think the BBBFC and UCAD for them not disclosing information to him. But I think he's going to lose that case because it's basically law in England about disclosures. So, and it's not up to Eddie Hearn to disclose that information to him. That would have to be UCAD. So, I think that at the end of the day, I think Dillian Whyte, I don't think UCAD would have allowed him to allow the fight to go on if whatever they found and whatever Dillian Whyte presented proved to be something which it was not anything major at all, but just for the sake of their labs, of their samples or whatever. I don't know if there was a B sample or A sample. Hauser was talking that shit. Fuck Hauser, as far as I'm concerned. He's full of shit and he's not reliable. Jackson the Hopeful says, unless GGG gets the belt. Yeah, true. Very much so. Hey, I wanted to talk about the gloves incident where Eddie Hearn talked about how the WBC and the BBBFC had signed his gloves. So that means they actually inspected the gloves. They had seen him. There was a request made to change the gloves because the other gloves wasn't fitting him or something. And so they changed the gloves, and apparently the WBC and also the British Boxing Board of Control, they both signed off on his gloves. This is what Eddie Hearn was saying. Here's the thing, though. It doesn't seem as though Oscar Rivas' team was able to see those gloves and sign off on them. Neither could they get the gloves after the fight or before the fight to be able to inspect them. So that was the big thing. And I think that's also not cool. Not cool at all. So that's the gloves issue, which made a big stink. I can understand why. But at the end of the day, the officials, the WBC and the BBBFC, they were on hand to see the gloves put on and stuff like that. But like you say, you want somebody from your camp, the opposing camp, to be there, present, to watch that, the wrapping of the hands and all of that. So yeah, that stuff is kind of up in the air, and I think that that's something that is fishy, in my opinion. But of course, we'll see in time what transpires with that. So there you go. That's what I got so far. Pernell Whitaker, hell of a boxer. I think they said that he's one of the great ones of all time. They didn't really rank him. I thought the article would show that he ranked him. They did rank him in terms of lightweight status. Welterweight status, not all-round status. Right? Alright, peoples. I'm out. I'm going to my bed and sleep. You guys have a good night if those of you who are sleeping or about to go to sleep. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for the likes. Peace to you guys. I'm going to tell you where to donate very soon. Alright. Have a good one.